Hello, hello, hello. Hey everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. So, we're going to wait a few minutes before we get started. And I'll just go over some housekeeping things before we actually get into our practice. Hopefully, it won't be long today. But I thought I'd hop on and we do a short practice. So I was thinking of more of a standing yoga practice, and I was thinking about being hip focused. So y'all let me know if that's what you would want to do, a hip focused standing yoga practice. But just a few housekeeping things. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay, or if the music is too loud. Because I want to make sure that it's not overpowering my voice. Just a few things. I just finished up the 10-day mindfulness challenge on my channel. So if you haven't had a chance to go and check that out, I highly recommend it. And you can just kind of follow along if you're disciplined to follow along without the guide. But if you would like it to be sent to you, you can always sign up for the email list. So the email list will just send you each day to your email, and you can do it whenever you can. So I just try to design my challenges so that it's more convenient for you and not just for me, but that you can practice it whenever you want to. So if you haven't signed up for the 10-day mindfulness challenge, please go and sign up for it. If you go on the my main page, you go over to the community tab, you'll see the banner that says join the 10-day mindfulness challenge, and the link will be right under that. And also, I have started streaming our old episodes of my podcast on our podcast channel. That is Take Care Sis. And you can go and follow that. And we post every week. I may try to speed it up and post maybe 2 a week just so that I can get back caught up, because we're 2 seasons in on that podcast. But we are starting at season 1 and kind of working our way back up to where we are now. We're currently on a hiatus, but we'll be back soon. So those are just a few things that I have been working on and making sure that I'm pushing the content out to you all. But if you sign up for the 10-day mindfulness challenge, this is another thing that I just remembered. You'll also get a little something at the end that's only for the people that sign up for the email list. So if you can, and if you have the time, I recommend that you go through the 10-day mindfulness challenge. And it doesn't take up much of your time, maybe about 15 minutes per day. And some days are less than that. So if you have the time, please go and sign up for that challenge. So like I said, today we'll be doing more of a standing yoga practice, maybe a little bit hip focused. And what you'll need today is probably just a yoga block. You may need a blanket. I'm not sure about that yet. We'll see. But having a blanket is just for cushion for your knees. So if you have problems with staying on your knees, or problems with just being on your knees, that will help a lot, especially when we're doing things like the lunges. That will help with just being more comfortable. So, yoga block and a blanket. That's all I'm going to say today. I don't think we'll need anything else. But if you don't have yoga blocks, I always recommend that you use books, like a hardcover book that you can actually lean on, or you can use a disinfectant wipe container. Now I'm out of disinfectant wipes, so I can't show you the one that I have, but I usually get the regular, bigger size disinfectant wipe container, and preferably has some wipes in it so you have a little bit of weight to hold on to. So that's what you'll need for today's practice. And I'm going to have some other content coming up, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you're liking, commenting, and turn your notifications on so you'll know when I upload new videos. And I think that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into the practice, shall we? So we're just going to start with some breathing. So we're going to start with some breath work and awareness just to get into our bodies. So we'll start standing, just having your arms down by your side. Reach your shoulders up towards your ears and bring them down and back just to open your chest. And you can have your feet either hip width apart or together, whichever feels better for you in this moment. That's what I want you to do. And take a moment. Maybe you close your eyes. If not, you can find a focal point in front of you. And as we're standing here, just kind of move from side to side. Think about coming to the outer edge of your right foot and then moving to the other side, coming to the outer edge of your left foot. So just a simple, subtle sway side to side. And depending on how far you come out to the side, you may feel a little bit of stretch in the hip. And then coming back to center, reach your arms up above your head. You can interlace your fingers and have your index fingers pointing up. And then start to bring one hip out to the side. And we're just going to come into some hip circles here. So think about your arms being in the opposite direction of your hips. So once you get to the other side, your arms are facing the opposite side. And same thing going back and around. And just doing slow, mindful movements here. And we'll do one more circle, remembering that our hips and our arms are in the opposite direction of each other. Once you come forward, reach your arms up, stand tall, and bring the arms down by your side. Let's get into some knee circles or hip circles, kind of. So you want to step, or you want to shift your weight to your right leg. Hands can be on your hips to start. And then we're just going to lift that knee, bring it out to the side, bring it down and forward. So if you have to take a break in between each hip circle, you can. But same thing, bringing the knee up, out, woo, and down. And one more time, bringing the knee up, out, and forward and down. Same thing on the other side. So shifting your weight to your left leg, lifting, bringing it out, behind you, and forward. Again, up, out, and forward. So this is a little bit of a balance challenge as well. So if you are wobbling, that's okay. Just embrace that. We are practicing as usual. One more time, up, out, and back. Coming back to stand tall. Again, coming back to our sway. So coming over to the left, coming to the outside of the left foot, and swaying over to the right. Again, over to the left, and over to the right. One more time, over to the left, and over to the right. And then coming back to center, reach your arms up. Again, interlace your fingers. Index fingers are together and pointing up. And then bring your hip out to your left, arms out to your right. So our body is kind of in the shape of a banana right now. And then we're coming back to our hip circles, remembering to keep our arms and our hips in opposite directions. And just moving mindfully around in the circles. And as you move around, you might feel a little bit of a crack in the spine. That's okay. Just working on a little bit of spine mobility while we're doing this. One more time around. And then coming back to stand tall, release your fingers, bring your arms down by your side. Again, coming back to our hip circles. So we'll shift the weight to our left leg, lift the right, move through the hip, bring it down. Again, open. You learn how to fall gracefully when you're doing these things. And back down one more time, opening that hip. And you might feel a little bit of popping in the hip as well, or just waking them up, that's all. And then moving to the other side, bringing that leg up and out. And if you're near a wall, you can always use your wall as well to help with balance. One more time. All right. And then we'll turn to the side here. I'm just going to move the camera up a little bit. So we're turning to the side, facing the short edge of the mat. Go ahead and step your left foot forward and your right foot back. And you can step your right foot back at a diagonal. So think of it as pointing towards the right edge of your mat. And if you have to make your legs wider just for balance, go ahead and do that. So we're thinking about train tracks, not just a straight line with our feet. Once you're there, Upper body is facing forward. Bring a knee, bend the left knee forward. And then reach the arms up. And relax the shoulders here. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Just keeping the hips stabilized here. And go ahead and bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers behind you, keeping a bend in that left knee. And if you need to adjust here, you can. So take an inhale to start. Keep reaching your hands away from your body, and then bring your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Reach your arms up behind you. We're coming into a humble warrior. You may feel a little sensation in your left hamstring, a little bit in the right calf. We're working the legs here. Don't forget to breathe. Find a little stability. And then coming back up, release the hands, reach them back up. Facing forward back to our warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath here. And then bring your hands to your hips. And go ahead and step the right foot forward to meet the left. I'm just going to move to the middle of the mat. We're going to go through a half sun salutation here. So standing tall, reaching your shoulders up to your ears, bring them down and back. Take a big breath in and out. Another breath in and out. One more big breath in and out. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward and up. On the exhale, reach your arms forward and down. And if you need to make room, you can widen your feet, make them hip width apart. And reaching your fingertips down towards the mat. So now we're in our forward fold. And here you want to make sure that you're comfortable. So you don't have to have completely straight legs. If that's comfortable for you, you can do that. If not, you can always bend your knees. Think about bringing your chest to your thighs. And fingertips are reaching down towards the mat. And I understand it may not always reach down. That's okay. But take a breath here. On the next inhale, we're going to come into a half forward fold. So you can either have your fingertips down, straighten your spine, look up. Or you can have your hands beside your legs, beside your shins, and lift your upper body up parallel to the floor. And then exhale, coming back to your forward fold, your regular forward fold. And then inhale here, we're going to bend our knees, reach our arms out and up. Coming up to stand. Exhale, arms down by your side. So we're going to do that 2 more times, just moving a little bit faster. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, reaching forward and down, coming to your forward fold. To whichever one works for you in this moment. Inhale to your half forward fold. So lifting up halfway or straightening the spine. And exhale down to your forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up as we come to stand. And we're coming all the way back down. Forward fold. Inhale to your half forward fold. And exhale fingertips reaching down towards the floor. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms out and up as we stand. Exhale, hands down by your side. All right, so going to the other side, stepping your right foot forward and your left foot back, and stepping the left foot back at a diagonal. So remembering here, you can step with your feet hip width apart. So if you need to adjust, you can. Your upper body is facing forward. Bring a bend into your right knee. Reach your arms up. Relax your shoulders here. Coming into our warrior one. And breathe. Inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. All right, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. And then you're reaching your hands away from your body, keeping a bend in the right knee. Bring your right shoulder to the inside of the right knee and reach your arms up behind you. Coming back to our humble warrior. Again, just noticing any sensations here, maybe in the right calf and hamstring, and a little bit in the left leg as well. Don't forget to breathe here. Our breath is what helps us to relax into these poses and into these movements. So don't forget to come back to your breath. And then coming back up, releasing the hands, keeping that bend in the right knee, reach the arms up, back to our warrior one. Relax the shoulders. And then bring your hands to your hips. We're going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Coming back to the top of the mat. And we're going to come back to our half sun salutation. So 3 of those, standing hip width apart. If that works for you in this moment. And now inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, coming forward and down. And if you need to widen your feet, always do that. Inhale to your half forward fold, either a straight spine or hands beside your shins, upper body parallel to the floor. Exhale, hands back down towards the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, all the way back down. Forward fold. Inhale to your half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms out and up. Coming up to stand. Take your time. And then exhale, arms down by your side. We have one more. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, coming forward and down, forward fold. Inhale to your half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms out and up as we come to stand. And exhale, arms down by your side. While you're here, just take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then we're coming out wide. So I want you to face the long edge of your mat. So facing towards me. Have your feet out wide. And you can have them basically parallel to one another. And think about turning your toes out slightly to the side so they're facing the corners of the mat. Take an inhale. On your exhale, start to hinge at your hips and fold forward. So we're coming down towards the mat. Here's where you can grab your blocks. If that helps you, you can always bring your hands to your blocks. And think about having your hands either on the mat or to your blocks, shoulder width apart. So you can decide if you want to have straight arms here, so your upper body's kind of parallel to the floor, or if you want to come down closer to the mat, maybe your head reaches down. And if not, you can come down as far as is comfortable for you. So this is a big calf and hamstring stretch. So you can decide how straight you would like your legs. Remember, the straighter your legs are behind you, the more you're going to feel the stretches. And also, the further down you go with your upper body and your head, the deeper you're going to feel that stretch. So take a moment to just explore here. If you want to have your arms straight, or if you want to bend them, bring your head down. Or if you want to bend your knees just slightly, or if you want to straighten them. And maybe you work through both. Maybe you bend a little, straighten, feel the stretch. And maybe you bend and straighten. And always remember to come back to your breath. Taking full, complete breaths, inhaling, exhaling. And maybe take one more full breath here. Bring your hands to your hips and then start to lift up, coming back to standing. And then start to bring your feet in slowly, slowly. You can put your blocks off to the side. We'll grab them in a moment. So do some ankle circles here. So put the ball of the foot down on the floor and think about moving your ankle or your heel around in a circle. And while you're doing that, you might feel a few or hear a few pops. And then go the opposite way. Same thing on the other side. Follow the foot down and put the heel or move the heel in circles. Again, noticing whatever's popping in your ankle just needed to be done and reverse in that direction. All right. Bringing our feet out wide. And we're going to turn our left foot out to the left. Bring the right foot in a little bit at a diagonal. And we'll turn to face the left. So we're going to grab one of our blocks and just have it beside your left foot so you can reach it when you need it. So reach your arms up, bend that left knee, relax the shoulders. Coming back to our warrior one, keeping that back leg straight. Breathe here. And then we're going to open to warrior two. So turning your torso to face the right, bringing the right toes out just a little. Bring your arms out to your sides and keep that bend in the left knee. Think about stacking your shoulders directly over your hips. Breathe here, warrior two. See if you can relax your shoulders. Find a little stability in the pose. And then flip this front palm. Bring the back hand down to the straight leg and reach the front arm up and over, coming into a reverse warrior. Why did I draw a blank? Yoga teacher problems, right? Take a breath here. And then coming back to your warrior two, keeping that bend in the left knee. We're going to bring the left forearm down to the thigh and reach the other arm over. So just thinking about having a straight line from your top fingertips down to the straight leg behind you or to the side of you. Take a breath here. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders, so you're not leaning over. We're keeping everything active here. Breathe. And then coming back up, go ahead and straighten that front leg. Arms are out. Then we're going to come into a triangle pose. So reaching your arm forward and down. This is where you can grab your block. You can have your hand on your block, keeping both legs straight, and reaching the top arm up. Breathe here. And then coming back up. Bring your hands to your hips. And let's come back to a standing position. Maybe circle through the ankles one more time. Take a deep breath in and out. And keeping your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Come into a side bend. And then coming back to a standing position. Right arm stays down, left arm reaches up and over. And standing. Reach your arms out wide and pull them back behind you as far as you can go. Chest is open. Maybe you glance up to a little back bend. And then start to bring the arms behind you or the hands behind you. Reach for your shoulders, so like you're giving yourself a hug. And just feel your shoulder blades pull apart here. And then release, reach your arms back out. Reaching behind you, gazes up, little back bend. And then on the exhale, reach the opposite arm on top and reach the hands back towards your shoulders again. Feeling the shoulder blades pull apart. Breathe here. And maybe just enjoy the hug you're giving yourself today. And release. So bringing the feet out wide again. And maybe you move your block to the other side just so you can reach it when you need it. So turning the right foot out. Bring the left foot in just a little. Turning the torso to face the right. Reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders here. Coming back to our warrior one. Bend in the front knee. See if you can find a moment of stability, a moment of ease. And always come back to your breath. And then we're opening to warrior two. So torso is facing the left. Arms out to your side. Bend in the right knee. And think about stacking your shoulders over your hips. Breathe, warrior two. And then flip your front palm, bring the back hand down, reach the front hand up and over, come into our reverse warrior, keeping a bend in your right knee. Breathe here. And then coming back to our warrior two, keeping that bend in the right knee, arms out to your side. And this time we're going to our extended side angle pose. So front forearm comes down, reach the other arm up and over. Again, thinking about that straight line between the top fingertips and the leg to the side or behind you. Breathe here, keeping everything active so you're not falling into your shoulder. And then coming back, we're going to bring our hands to our hips and start to bring your feet together. Actually, no, we forgot our triangle pose. So right feet out one more time. Don't you love the live yoga classes? Turn that right foot out. This time keeping both legs straight. Arms out to your side. And then reach forward and down. This is where you grab your block. And breathe here. Keeping the chest open. Feeling the hamstring stretch, maybe in the right leg and a little in the left. And then coming up. Then we're bringing our hands to our hips and start to bring the feet together. All right, we're going to come down to sit. And we're going to end here with some breath work. So first, I want you to find a comfortable seat. So make sure your hips are firmly planted onto your mat, onto the floor, wherever you are. And you can have your legs crossed in your seated leg position. Or if that's uncomfortable, I always recommend to have your legs out wide or in front of you. So find what works for you. And if you need to sit up on something like a blanket, this is the time to grab your blanket. And then sitting tall in your spine, reach your shoulders up towards your ears, bring them down and back just to open the chest. Think about keeping the spine tall all the way up through the crown of your head. So think about reaching your head up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in and out. And one more breath in and out. And then bring your hands to your belly. We're going to go through a 3-part breath. So we're going to start with each part and then we'll add them all together at the end. So starting with your hands on your belly. Inhale into your belly. And maybe you notice that your belly kind of expands into your hands as you inhale. And then exhale. And notice how it deflates like a balloon. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. And these might be slight movements, and that's okay. Subtle movements. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring your hands around your rib cage. So think about having your 4 fingers pointing forward and your thumb pointing toward or behind you. And we're going to do the same thing here. Inhale. And just notice how your ribs kind of inflate into your hand. And exhale. And notice how it deflates. So we're kind of detecting the balloon movement. Inhaling. Notice that the ribs expand. And exhale. Notice the ribs deflate. And as we're doing this, you might notice a little bit of movement in your shoulders. So inhaling, shoulders may rise a little. And exhale, the shoulders may fall. And our final movement or awareness will be brought to our chest. So bring your hands to your chest. And we'll follow that same breath. Inhale. So as you inhale, shoulders rise, chest rises. And as you exhale, chest falls and the shoulders fall. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down to your knees. So we're going to add all 3 of those parts together. Except for this time, we're going to inhale into the belly. You're going to pause, inhale up through the ribs. You're going to pause there, and then finally up into the chest. You're going to pause, and at the top of the breath, you're going to open your mouth and exhale the same way back down. So chest falls, ribs deflate, belly deflates. So we're going to do that 3 times. And you may notice that it may be a little hard to get to that chest breath. That's okay. Go as far as you can, as far as is comfortable. And know that this is a practice where you're doing that together, because believe me, it can be hard for me to get to that top breath. But let's start with our hands on our belly. Inhale, pause just a little bit. Hands to your ribs. Inhale, pause. Hands to your chest. Inhale, pause. At the top of the breath, open your mouth and exhale. Chest falls, ribs, and belly. Let all that air out. Again, hands to your belly. Inhale, pause. Hands to your ribs. Inhale, pause. Hands to your chest. Inhale, pause. At the top of your breath, open your mouth and exhale. Chest falls, ribs, and belly. And one last time, hands to your belly. Inhale, pause. Hands to your ribs. Inhale, pause. Hands to your chest. Inhale, pause. Open the mouth and exhale all the way down. Chest, ribs, belly. And just come back to your regular position. Sit tall. Let's end on 3 deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. So let's inhale together. Open the mouth and exhale. Inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. One last time. Inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. And bring your hands to your heart. You can bow your head to your heart if you'd like. So we're just bowing in gratitude for this quick, brief practice today. Working through our standing postures, working through our breath work. Just becoming more aware of our mind and our body, of our breath and our movements. And I hope that we are all feeling a little bit refreshed, a little more rejuvenated, and ready to go back out into the world and help and support not only ourselves, but others. And I want you to remember that I will always remember and honor the lights within each of you. Namaste, loves. And I will hang around for a little bit. If we have questions, if there's any part of the practice that you have questions on, let me know. And you can also let me know in the comments. That's why I'm here, just to kind of give you a little bit of feedback. If there's something that you were a little confused on, if there's any part of the instruction that I confused you on, because that can be possible, just let me know. And also just reminding y'all again to join the 10-day mindfulness challenge, to sign up for the email list, and also just to subscribe to this channel. Like, comment, share, all of those things. All of those things help me to build this community. And I appreciate all of the support. So that's it, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. And hopefully I will see y'all the next time. Bye. Have a great weekend.